Sometimes we see absolutely wonderful stories about Hollywood stars, and this is a heartwarming one. In the sprawling landscape of Hollywood dreams, where scripts are written and rewritten daily, sometimes the most compelling stories unfold not on screen, but in the quiet moments between action and cut. This is the tale of two seasoned performers who discovered that life's greatest plot twist might just be finding love when you least expect it. Picture this: a legendary Irish actor whose voice could calm storms and a blonde bombshell who redefined what it means to reclaim your narrative. On the surface, they're as different as midnight and sunrise. Yet somewhere between rehearsals and red carpets, their paths converged in a way that has Hollywood buzzing and fans wondering if fairy tales really do come true, even at any age. The entertainment world thrives on speculation, but what we're witnessing here feels different. It's not manufactured for publicity or orchestrated by clever marketing teams. Instead, it's the kind of organic connection that makes even the most cynical observers pause and think, maybe there's still magic left in this town. The magic began during production of a comedy reboot that nobody saw coming. Certainly not the kind of romantic subplot that would unfold behind the cameras. Our leading man, a distinguished veteran of action films, stepped into the shoes of a beloved comedy character's offspring. Meanwhile, his co-star embraced the challenge of embodying a femme fatale with both vulnerability and strength. According to those present during filming, the atmosphere shifted whenever these two shared scenes. Crew members noticed how naturally their banter flowed, how genuine their laughter became between takes. It wasn't the forced chemistry that directors sometimes desperately try to manufacture. This was the real deal, emerging organically like morning mist over a lake. The production became a masterclass in professional respect, evolving into something deeper. She brought an infectious energy that seemed to awaken something playful in him, while his steady presence offered her a sense of groundedness she'd been seeking. Observers described watching their dynamic as witnessing two puzzle pieces, discovering they fit together perfectly, though neither had been looking for their missing half. What made their connection even more remarkable was how it developed without the typical Hollywood drama. No manufactured controversies, no strategic photo opportunities, just two artists discovering they enjoyed each other's company far more than either had anticipated. In Hollywood, nothing stays secret for long, especially when two stars can't hide their growing affection. The promotional tour for their film became an inadvertent documentary of a blossoming romance, each appearance dropping subtle hints that fans were quick to decode. The London premiere set tongues wagging when photographers captured intimate moments that seemed too genuine to be staged. The way she naturally leaned into his space, the protective stance he unconsciously adopted beside her. These weren't choreographed poses, but instinctive gestures of two people growing comfortable in each other's orbit. Berlin provided even more compelling evidence. Their playful recreation of iconic movie moments on a canal boat revealed a couple unafraid to be silly together, sharing inside jokes and creating memories that had nothing to do with publicity requirements. When he jokingly mentioned nearly losing her overboard, the genuine concern in his voice suggested stakes higher than mere professional collaboration. The promotional materials themselves told a story. Feeding each other popcorn with the ease of longtime companions, his tender forehead kiss that spoke of deep affection rather than performative romance, each moment building a case that this connection transcended their professional obligations. Perhaps the most telling indicator came when both decided to involve their families in public appearances. In Hollywood's calculated world, introducing family members to your co-star's relatives sends a clear message about the relationship's significance. At the New York premiere, 4 adult children walked together like a modern Brady Bunch, suggesting conversations and connections had already been made behind closed doors. The easy camaraderie between the families, the natural way they interacted, painted a picture of two units potentially becoming one. When pressed about their father's romantic life, one son's relaxed approval spoke volumes. There was no defensiveness, no protective deflection, just the calm acceptance of someone who's witnessed their parents' happiness firsthand and endorsed the source. The mother's children seemed equally supportive, describing their approval with the kind of enthusiasm usually reserved for genuinely beloved family additions. Their endorsement carried weight, coming from young men who've watched their mother navigate public relationships before and could recognize authentic care when they saw it. While grand romantic gestures make headlines, it's often the small, domestic moments that reveal a relationship's true nature. His revelation about her baking prowess offered a glimpse into their private world, where homemade sourdough and birthday cakes became expressions of affection. The detail matters because her kitchen is reportedly a sacred space, reserved for those who've earned a place in her inner circle. That he's become a regular recipient of her culinary creations suggests a level of intimacy that goes beyond professional courtesy or casual friendship. His obvious appreciation for these gestures, describing them with the kind of detailed fondness usually reserved for treasured memories, revealed a man who doesn't take such thoughtfulness for granted. In a world where everything is often transactional, finding joy in simple acts of care feels revolutionary. Their public interviews became studies in barely contained affection. The way they deflected direct questions while simultaneously sending clear signals to those paying attention created a delightful game of romantic hide-and-seek that fans couldn't get enough of. Both stars carry histories that make their potential connection even more poignant. She's known for passionate, often tumultuous relationships that played out under intense media scrutiny. Her journey, from tabloid fixture to self-determined woman seeking authenticity, makes her current discretion all the more meaningful. Her decision to step away from the spotlight, retreat to a simpler life, and focus on personal growth created the foundation for this new chapter. The woman who once lived life at breakneck speed has learned the value of patience and genuine connection over flashy romance. His story carries different but equally compelling weight. A love story that became legend, followed by profound loss that left him questioning whether lightning could strike twice. For years, he seemed content with solitude, focusing on career and family while keeping his heart carefully guarded. That both would consider opening themselves to love again, especially so publicly, suggests something significant is happening. Their combined experiences have taught them to recognize and value authentic connection when it appears. Hollywood can be a lonely place, but both stars have cultivated friendships that extend beyond professional obligations. When these friends began publicly endorsing their potential romance, it carried the weight of people who know them intimately and want their happiness above all else. Industry veterans don't usually weigh in on colleagues' personal lives without good reason. Their enthusiastic support suggests they're witnessing something worth celebrating. Two people they care about finding unexpected joy together. The fact that family members of his late wife also showed support speaks to the rare nature of this connection. Such endorsement doesn't come lightly and suggests a relationship built on respect for the past while embracing possibilities for the future. Beyond romance speculation, both stars are experiencing career revivals that seem energized by their personal happiness. She's juggling multiple film projects with renewed vigor, while he continues taking on challenging roles that keep him creatively satisfied. Their mutual support for each other's professional endeavors adds another dimension to their connection. His attendance at her theater performances, his genuine admiration for her artistic choices, and her obvious pride in his continued success paint a picture of two people genuinely invested in each other's fulfillment. This isn't about finding someone to complete them. Both are accomplished individuals in their own right. Instead, it's about finding someone who enhances an already rich life, adding joy without creating dependency. What makes their story compelling isn't dramatic declarations or social media proclamations. Instead, it's the quiet confidence of two people who've learned that the best relationships don't need constant validation from outside sources. Their approach to public speculation, acknowledging the interest while maintaining privacy, shows wisdom earned through experience. They're writing their story on their own terms, refusing to rush into definitions or declarations that don't serve their actual relationship. This mature approach to romance offers something refreshing in an industry often obsessed with youth and drama.
I mean, he's such a gentleman, he's such a sweetheart, and he's so giving and generous, and was so complimentary and supportive that, you can't help but fall in love with Liam.
Here are two seasoned individuals modeling what love can look like when you've done the work on yourself and know what truly matters. As we watch this potential love story unfold, one thing becomes clear. Sometimes the best chapters come when you think the book is nearly finished. Both stars are proving that reinvention is possible at any stage of life, whether professionally or personally.
If you like the video, please like and subscribe. We hope to see you again soon.